Heyo! It is I, Garo. Hello. How's everyone doing on this fine, what is today, Monday? On this fine Monday. I'm a little, hold on, let me fix this. This is kind of looking a little weird. There we go. But how's everyone doing? Hope y'all are doing good. Starting off the week good. Also, Happy New Year. I was gonna stream, what is this, last Saturday, but I had stuff come up, unfortunately. But yeah, hope everyone is off to a good year start. Maybe have a lot of plans, you know, you're planning on doing. I know mine started off a little rough, but it is what it is. I'm back at work also. Currently doing what is it, catching up on my project. I have a project due actually at work, and today's the last week to work on it before it's due completely 100% this Friday. So that's kind of cool. My first project ever, actually. Good evening, hello, welcome. Catalus. Yeah, welcome. How you doing? Hope you have a good evening. So good rest of the day, right? And for me, it's already 7, a little past 7 p.m. right? So it's good timing. And I finished work, and man, I'm kind of exhausted. Not gonna lie. Had a long work day, a lot of stuff that I had to kind of take into account, a lot of mental math. Kind of have my work cut out for me for the week. Might have to do quite a bit of overtime towards the end of the week. I'm gonna try not doing overtime until maybe after Wednesday. Yeah, that way we can actually stream and stuff. But yeah, well, welcome. And today we're gonna be doing some PowerWash Simulator. We got I actually don't remember how many maps we have left. I feel like we only have 4 maps left. Maybe, right? Maybe 4 maps. If we do, then I think they're gonna be pretty big maps that are left over. We're gonna try seeing if maybe we can knock out like two of those maps, because I think they'd be pretty big. I feel like one of them might be small, to be honest, but we can try. We can at least try maybe doing like 2. But if there's still like 8 maps left or something crazy, then might have to aim for 4. But I feel like we're almost there. I think we're almost done, to be honest. Yeah, to be honest. Oh, and I think the the rest of the week is also looking pretty fun. I know Batman won the Tuesday poll, right? I kind of put it up kind of late. That was my bad. I might put up the one for next week a bit earlier this time. But actually, what happens now is that since Batman already got voted like 3 times, you know, Batman Arkham Asylum, then I think I'm actually going to move it up to be a regular game stream. So if we can finish PowerWash Simulator this week, then we can actually go ahead and squeeze in Batman nicely. I think it works out pretty nice. And that means that on Tuesday, technically, there would now be an extra game slot left. So I'm going to see what we have for game recommendations, maybe. Or we have any other like new games up and coming. I could also kind of put those on there and see what we can do. Yeah, we can see what we can be playing on the day. But I'm probably still gonna put on the 2 that are already on there, Yakuza 0, which did win 1. So yeah, and also what is it, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, because that's another one that I have on there that I do kind of want to try. And I think I might, what's it called? The French RPG, yeah. The French baguette RPG, where everyone dresses as mimes and beats people up with bread. Or so I saw. And it's like not even a joke. But yeah, so we might try that one. And I've kind of been thinking of like maybe adding on, because I have a pretty big backlog of like games I want to try on stream. I kind of want to maybe add on Kingdom Hearts. That might be one that I'm gonna put on there next on the list, because I do kind of want to see what that game's all about. So maybe that one, maybe some other ones that, like, you know, I haven't really had a chance to do, but I still need to think about it. I need to think about what I'm gonna try sticking up there. Disney Studio Game Awards dressed in brazen. Yeah. Yeah, I heard they kind of swept the award show. Pretty cool. I mean, it was a game that they clearly put a lot of effort into, so it's good whenever hard work gets rewarded, you know. And I'm sure there were a lot of deserving companies there too with games and stuff, but they're the ones that won out this year. You know, that is what it is. Next year is a different story, right? Sometimes some people are just a one-trick pony. Sometimes they go on to make a lot of cool things in the future. Both are good. Let me just drink a bit. I've actually got a soda with me. I have water, but I have a Coke Zero that I was gonna drink earlier when I was eating a couple of chips, but I forgot about it until like 3 minutes before stream, and I was like, oh yeah, my Coke Zero. So I'm drinking that right now. But yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stream today. I'm gonna try streaming at least maybe until 10. 10 might be a good hard stop point, because I do need to I still gotta wake up early for work tomorrow and stuff and everything. Coke Zero different from Diet Coke? Yeah, so Coke Zero and Diet Coke are different. I believe Diet Coke has what was it? Was it just less sugar? It might have just been less sugar or something like that. But Coke Zero actually ends up having no sugar at all. Yeah. So is caffeine. Yeah. Caffeine or something like that. There was a difference. I do know they're different. They are not the same. I don't know, maybe it's like maybe Diet Coke has like a different kind of sugar aside from normal sugar. I feel like it was just less. Let me actually check it real quick. Let's see. Diet Coke versus Coke Zero. They're both sugar-free, both 0 calories, but differ in sweeteners and flavor profile. Okay. Diet Coke, distinct lighter taste, while Coke Zero has okay, so Coke Zero tastes more like the classic Coke. Yeah, that's okay, that makes sense. Diet Coke also has more caffeine apparently. If Coke Zero is good for making Mentos bottle rockets, is Diet Coke? No idea. That's a very specialized question. I'm sure a science professor out there knows. I don't really have much practice with bottle rockets. I think the only time I ever did a bottle rocket was back in like high school for like a physics class. You know, one of those times when I was like, you know what, let's try human school for a couple of years. So I went in, did a bottle rocket, and yeah. But the bottle rocket that we did was, I think, it was mainly just air, pressurized air. You got a pump, you hook it up to the bottom of the rocket, you pump it up full of air, and then boom, it goes up. And it was actually it was supposed to be a multiple phase deploying rocket. So it was like a bottle rocket with you had to deliver payload, right? Which was like just some eggs. So you had to have like 1 or 2 eggs and then a parachute mechanism that then was supposed to deploy at some point up above in the air. And then you're supposed to make the eggs safely land back, and that's how you got full credit. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was a fun thing to do in high school. There was a couple of the other pretty cool science experiments that we had done. They're pretty cool. But let me load up PowerWash Simulator, because I could also yap while I'm watching stuff. So we could do both. But that way we get some good progress done at the same time. Because I know it's some of those maps are gonna be pretty big, not gonna lie. Like, I know the last one for sure is gonna be long, and I want to make sure I'm gonna be able to beat it. I do want to check to see how many maps we even have left. So let's try loading that up. So let's jump over to the gaming screen. Boom. All right. So hopefully this time, it does look like chat is working again. Last time I think I think Raph didn't really like that I tabbed out. So unfortunately it kind of went bonkers. Kind of froze everything. My computer was like, nah, I'm not having it anymore. And it kind of just died. Hello, Azzy. Welcome. How you doing? How you doing today? Hopefully good. Hopefully a good start to the new year, right? Bow, bow, bow. We're about to launch the PowerWash Simulator. So let me actually get it up and running. And then I just gotta go over here. And boom. Okay, that should be picking up. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go. Doing good. How am I? Nice. Good to hear that you're doing good. Yeah, it's a new year. Got to start off on the right foot, right? I know sometimes times can be rough, you know, but as long as you keep a positive positive outlook, then things will be better than if you don't. That's all I can say, really. Things don't always work out the way one would think, right? Amateur rocketry has gone so far in the past 20 years. Yeah, some people they can do some crazy things. They can very easily or not easily, I guess rocketry is a little different. At least with balloons, right? You can make your own balloon, kind of have it go all the way up into low orbit. And yeah. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we got careers. We got, I think we were on free play location. The last one I remember we did was the subway, right? Yeah, so we have 4 locations left. I think today we can probably aim to maybe do two locations for sure, because I feel like this one is gonna be kind of short, right? The fortune teller wagon. The ancient statue is pretty big, but I feel like it's doable. Maybe we'll even get a chance to do the hand. That way we can reasonably maybe finish the Lost City Palace on Wednesday if we can, because this one is that one's huge. I feel like that one might take like the whole day just to do, like with 2 or 3 hours worth of actual clean time. Well, you can probably hop right into this one. Boom. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier with the science experiments, it was I know the bottle rocket was one of them, right? And oh, and also I gotta do like a not like a formal shout out, but my physics teacher was pretty cool in high school. He even had a catchphrase. It was physics, baby. And he had like a little what is it, like a little koozie that he would give out, because like whenever we would have like a quiz, right, or something, he'd always give the chance for the class to, like, you know, get extra credit on it. Yeah, science. So we'd have a chance to get like extra credit on the assignment, and it would always vary what we had to do in order to get the extra credit. And you know, we didn't always get it, but like it was always something like extra fun that you can do right before the quiz. So it would be like, oh, try making this a shot, right, with like yeah, like a little like small little basketball net hooked up to like a door in the classroom, and he had like a bunch of like small little like plushies or like rubber toys that were like airplanes or like a little dinosaur or like something science related, right? And so he would like basically let like the people take like maybe like 3 shots. Like they'd choose like 3 of the plushies that they'd like, and then they would try making the 3 shots from across the room. And you know, each shot would be worth like, I don't know, like 10 points or something that for extra credit. And some people would make it, and I would be like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then there was others where it was like it wasn't just shots, it was like you can do like a trick, because sometimes you could come like to the classroom and be like, oh, look everyone, I learned something new. And then he would show us like some physics related like hand trick or a neat little like thing, like a dexterity thing that you can do. And if you can do it also, then you can like get the points for it. And I think when it was my turn, like eventually I was able to get try for extra credit, because you know, if you do it, the extra credit attempt, the entire class actually ends up getting the extra credit. So it was pretty cool, you know, like you were basically winning it for the class, and it was really nice. Also, Azzy, thank you for the 5 stream streak. Dang, 5 stream already. Dedication right there. That is what we aspire to be. Thank you. I'm very flattered. And thank you for enjoying. I hope enjoying, right? But thank you for sticking around. 5 streams in a row. I know sometimes it's it might not be easy. You know, time zones are always wonky. But I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Look at all those little markings. Definitely enjoying. Thank you. Yeah, I really, I'm glad I can at least make someone happy, right? It's it is one of the reasons I wanted to stream, right? Because with streaming, you know, I really like playing games, and though I don't get a chance to really play them as often as I would like nowadays, right? I figure like if I am gonna be dedicating some time to playing stuff, and maybe even getting to some games I just never got to, right? Because that's also the reason for streaming, right? I want to work on my backlog of games. But if it can be made fun or enjoyable, right? Maybe bring some occasional smiles to people on the way, then I think that's a good thing that I can do. It makes it worth it, right? You know? instead of me just sitting here playing a game all on my own, like in a dark room, like just gaming away, I'm like, you know what? Let's share some of this. Because like there's been lots of times whenever I'm like, oh, I did something cool in game, and I want to share it with people, but like I have no one to share it with, and I didn't record it, so I'm like, man, like that would have been cool for other people to see. But whenever I stream, I can at least do that, you know, and have people witness witness the crazy I come up with. But thank you, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I can continue to amuse, right? Continue to amuse and entertain. But yeah, it was what was it? So there was that extra credit attempt, right? That we made. And we actually got it, right? I was able to do it when I volunteered to get the extra credit. And what it was I think that day the teacher had brought like some coins, right? It was like 3 pennies, or maybe, yeah, I think it was 3 pennies. Oh wait, no, I think he brought some quarters, right? And then he brought some pennies and I think some dimes. And depending on like which coins you decided to do the trick with was how many extra credit points you get for the whole class. And the trick was basically like you would, and like he demonstrated how to do it, right, through the whole class, and you just have to replicate. But basically, like you're supposed to put, I think it was like 1 coin on like the tip of your hand, because you hold out your arm, right, palm facing downwards, and you put like a coin at the tip of your fingers. You put in another coin, I think like it was like halfway on your hand. And then another one would be like at the, I think like on the elbow part, something like that. You have to like distribute them on your arm. And then basically you're supposed to like pull out your arm and then catch all 3 coins individually before they hit the ground, right? So he demonstrated it with quarters, right? Because the quarters are the easiest to do because they're big. You can catch them relatively easily. And it was like, okay, you know, like this is how you do it. Boom, boom, boom. And I got all 3. He's like, so you can replicate that, but there's different tiers of difficulty, right? The smaller the coin, the harder it is to replicate the trick. And so it was, I got the option to choose, and I of course went for the dimes because it was like, you know, if you go for the quarters, class gets like 5 extra credit or something like that. If you go for the pennies, then the class ends up getting I think it was 10 extra credit points. But with the dimes, since they were smaller even, then it would be 20 extra points. So I chose dimes. I was like, you know what, I'm feeling pretty confident. Might as well go all in. And so I was like, dimes. And yeah, sure enough, I was able to pull off the trick, you know. He was willing to give 3 attempts. I did it on the first. Just aced it. And the whole class got 20 extra credit points. And whenever you would beat the, like actually get extra credit points for the class, you would also, on top of the extra credit you did, it'd give whoever finished the challenge, you know, it'd give them like these small little like koozies, which are like the little holders that you use for like cans of like soda and stuff. You know, so that if they're like freezing cold, you know, you don't like freeze your hand and stuff like that. So he would have those in like a box, and they were all custom made, and they would have like Einstein on it, you know, like sticking his tongue out, and they would say like physics baby on it. And everyone wanted one because it was like bragging rights. They were like, look, I finally got like one of these in the class, I did it, right? And so I got one of those, and he would give it whenever you'd like, you know, pass the challenge, he'd give you one. So I got myself a koozie that says physics baby on it, and I'm pretty sure I still have it. I don't really get a chance to use it much because, you know, koozies usually it's for like whenever you have like cans of whatever on ice, you would slip it on so that you can actually, you know, hold it without freezing your hand off. So I've got that. That one's pretty cool. One of my nice prized possessions. This is mine's stuck on the show Breaking Bad every time someone mentions a high school science teacher. Oh yeah? Wait, really? Was he a high school science teacher? I thought Walter was I thought he was like a college professor or something, to be honest, because it looked like he was teaching some relatively more advanced like chemistry or something. Hope nobody tried to hold a can of liquid nitrogen with one of those koozies. Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, I don't even think they... I mean, I would think not, right? I've never seen one. A can with liquid nitrogen. I think it usually comes in like with like a metal jug barrel. Pretty well sealed. Because I'm pretty sure you have to keep it like, you know, refrigerated. Else it evaporates. High school at the start of the show, but he had a full PhD. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, I could have sworn, because I just remember like he was like in some kind of like lecture hall. Maybe it was a classroom. But like I haven't actually seen Breaking Bad. That's one of those shows that like maybe eventually I get around to. Because people say it's like pretty good, but it's you know, it's a live action show. I am very particular about live action shows because I'm like, you know, it's not anime. It's like real people. I have to be invested in the story for it, you know? Because like with anime, even if the story isn't that great, if the characters look cool, right? Like maybe I'll stick around and keep watching. But with like real shows, you know, it's just like even with good acting, if the story is not really all there, like I'm not gonna enjoy it as much, you know. Did you also make you do water bucket centrifuge trick? They're gonna have carousels where I live. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't think I mean like aside from like the mall maybe, I don't think there's anywhere here that constantly has carousels. And mainly it'd be stuff that like, you know, every now and then we do get like the wandering not the wandering circus, it's like a wandering festival, right? They do swing by town like maybe 3 times a year or something, and they'll set up and they'll have Ferris wheels and carousels and all that crazy stuff. Pretty good, pretty fun. But yeah, the water centrifuge, I don't think we, I mean maybe manually spinning, you can spin them as fast as you want them to and are able. But like where you just get a water bucket, you just spin it and like you can hold it off to your side with the water not falling out. I feel like we probably kind of did that, but we did it differently actually, now that I remember. I think for us, what we did to kind of cover the centrifugal force class was that we would get, I think it was like a weight, right? So you had like a weight and you had the axle, right, that you would hold on to, but it was like a zero friction kind of weight that you can spin. And what you were supposed to do is like, it was like on a like on a rope or something. And so when it was on that rope, you would spin the weight itself and it would be like, you know, spinning in place. And then it would start rotating along the axis of the string, you know. And whenever you would hold it in your hand, you would realize that, you know, you'd actually be like, if you want to keep it held up, it would actually like try turning you in place, and you'd be like, what, like where is this force coming from? And it was from that. Yeah, pretty neat lesson. Wait, is this clean? No, it's not clean yet. The bottom needs to be cleaned. But yeah, that was a nice science class. Got the extra credit point for the whole class. And there was also some cool, what are they called? Some like really pretty cool other things that like science projects that we were doing for that class. So I remember one of them was like we have to do like a mousetrap race car competition, right? So basically you had to come up with a way to use like a mousetrap. Wait, was it a mousetrap? Yeah, I think it was. It was like a mousetrap competition for the race car. where you can use a race car powered by a mousetrap, and you can build it however you want, but you just gotta make it go like the furthest distance. And there was also a similar one where it was like you can use like a rubber band to try getting like a car to get propelled. It was like a rubber band propeller race car contest that we also had to do, and that was pretty fun. I remember with the mousetrap one, we used like some vinyl records that one of my friends had, because we kind of like built it together at their house, and they had some vinyls that we used as the back wheels, and we were able to get it done. It was pretty good. It actually went pretty far. It kind of went a little crooked, but it was good. And there was also like a catapult contest where you had to build your own catapult, launch an egg as far as you can, and like if you were able to launch it the furthest, then like you would be the winner, right? You don't really win anything, but like you'd be the winner. Just get bragging rights for the day. That's what it is. Wow, I haven't heard a ding in a good while. Hey, this top is still dirty. There we go. I mean the ones that you manually spin, and you can spin them as fast as you want them to and are able. Yeah. Almost considered trying to roast iron ore that wrapped in aluminum foil in a campfire, and then end up actually making thermite. Roasting is supposed to make iron ore soft enough to grind into powder. Oh yeah, wow. That's a crazy way to find out chemistry. It's like, whoa, I didn't know these things exploded. Oh, by the way, you made explosive powder. Also, hey, Rigger, what's up? Welcome, Rigger. Oh. Wait, you can see a cat in this ball. Just noticed. Where is he? He's like in a desert. He's like, oh, I'm in a desert. The cat knows. He knows, and it's orange. That's how you know it's chaotic. But how are you doing, Rigger? Remember, over the fence. Yeah. It launched the catapult egg over the fence. Rigger was with me actually in that physics class, so we got the we know the stuff. He knows the lore. It was pretty good class. It was pretty fun. I'm trying to remember what other science project things we have to do for that class, but I think that might have been it. Oh wait, no, there was another one. There was one where you were actually supposed to make a raft or like a boat and race it, but you can only make the boat out of I think it was like duct tape and water bottles, and then you were supposed to paddle across like one of the swimming pools that we had indoors for the high school, and yeah, so you're just supposed to race. That one was pretty cool. Duct tape and water bottle. Water bottle. By wet propeller, do you mean soaked rubber band and glycerine? No, not wet propeller, just rubber band with a propeller. That was it. It was not wet at all. Boat, yeah. The boat contest. It says I'm 97% done. Oh, there's a little bit there. There's like a little bit up here still. Oh, it's like this inside ledge. Gotta clean it. There we go. Bow, bow. Oh, I guess that one was not clean. Huh. It's not clean either. Got dirt up there. Still very dirty. Yeah, but it was I do know I have a friend that like did make like one of those like small little like steam engines or like steam turbine, where like you get like a little can and you can add like alcohol right at the bottom of it. It has like a little flame and it spins like a little piston in the inside. He made one of those, but he was like a chemistry major, so I think he had to make that for like for college. Mechanical major. Cardboard didn't make the finals. Ninth place out of all heats. Yeah, it was crazy. I think maybe you were allowed to use cardboard. I'm not sure. I think it was as long as it like floated. Yeah, maybe cardboard was one of them. Yeah, it was like a cardboard, water bottle, duct tape. I think those are the materials you were allowed to use. But it was hard because like you had to make it, but even then if you make it and it floats, it has to like be able to hold up the whole body weight of a person. So it was actually funny because like people, what they were doing was they would send in like the lightest person in their team, like the smallest, thinnest person they could get, put them on the boat and be like, all right, good luck. Just to make up for like the weakness of the designs that we would come up with at the time. That's just how it is. You have to play all your cards, right? Every team member has their perks, their advantages and disadvantages. And it just so happened that, well, being small in that case was a huge bonus. Nice. Bay window cap. What in the world is a bay window cap? But yeah, those were pretty fun. They were fun science experiments. And like later, like when I was in college, I would also do some for real, no cap. Yeah, there would be some other projects that we would, or like not projects, but like experiments. Could they be even called experiments? They have a name. I forget what they're called. Maybe science project. Maybe that's what they would be called. A science project. I don't know what a bay window cap is. To find something that's glowy. Franny. Wow. No clue. Oh, unless it's one of these. No? Huh. Well, guess we'll never know. Oh, you know what? It's probably up here. It's one of these, isn't it? No, it's not. Wow. I have no clue. I have no clue what could be missing from that. I think this chimney was a bit dirty. It's a bit dirty. Dirty, dirty. What's the cap? Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not very good at multitasking. I already kind of forgot where I was going with my with the story. Kind of forgot what it was. I think I would just, yeah, use a small person, and they would get all the glory for the day. Oh yeah, but yeah, in college, I remember. Boom, skywall clean. So in college, I would be helping, I guess during the summer break, with there was like a science kind of like called like a science program for high schoolers, so that we can like motivate them to maybe like pursue you know, further education, right? Like higher learning after graduating, right, from high school. Because a lot of people, like, you know, they just kind of jump straight to working, and there's nothing bad about it, but we try encouraging, like, you know, trying to get a diploma or a degree in something so that you can at least negotiate for better wages. And they're kind of dirty still. Come on, clean. There we go. And so we would have them there, and we'd show them like kind of like the principles of engineering in that case, right? Be like, oh, this is what you can expect if you were to study engineering. And we would also have it be like kind of like an architecture course, just kind of like everything that goes into like civil engineering, really. But it was also kind of like mixed with physics, because it was just trying to like get them to have a better understanding of like applied maths and sciences, and trying to like motivate and like boost their curiosity on them, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is supposed to be anyways. I see nothing shining. Or else skip it and we'll go to the next one. And if I see something that's shiny, I can at least pinpoint it. Window hub. Ah, so it is something back here. So this is the bay window frame. This is the bay window. It's got like a thin layer of something. Oh, you know what? Maybe the top part is what I have to get. Do I have a ladder? I do. But yeah, we would have more experiments that we would do for them, like science projects. One of them I know was it's like a competition, right? We have them make like bridges out of like a very light wood material. It's called balsa wood, right? It's like so thin, it's super light. If you hold some of that wood, it like you literally just, you don't feel how heavy it is, right? Because it's so light. But it's actually pretty strong, like lengthwise, right? So if you were to get like a piece of that balsa wood and like try bending it to the side, it'd snap, right? Like a toothpick. But if you were to get I feel like this is gonna be here somewhere. If you were to get, oh, it is this top part. If you were to get it and like try crunching it like lengthwise, it's actually super resistant. Yeah, ironically, it's a hardwood, even though it's like the softest commercial wood. Yeah. You love making bridges out of balsa? Let's go. Yeah, they're fun, right? Right? Yeah, so we would have them try making like a bridge out of balsa, and you know, we would show them like the principles of like truss design, you know, why like making things with triangles is more stable than making things with like squares, right? So all these things, and then we would have them like kind of like test what they learned from the lessons we were trying to teach them by having them kind of try making a bridge, right, out of balsa. And we would then test their bridge, right, by putting it, like we would have two desks, put them side by side, and then we put the bridge in the middle, and then we would have a bucket, hang it from the bridge, and then we would start pouring sand into the bucket. Or like more specifically, we'd have them start pouring sand into the bucket, so that then they can, you know, slowly see how much sand the bridge can hold, right? And then they would like kind of compete amongst each other and like see which design was able to hold like the most amount of sand. But then we would kind of make like the contest be like a little more I guess like a little more intense, because it'd be like, oh, not only is it how much sand it can hold, because then, you know, they would go crazy and just start bundling up everything, like the woods, they just tie it together and be like, well, there you go. Nah, it would be how much sand it could hold, but also divided by how much the bridge weighed, right? So the amount held over the amount that it weighed, right, in like grams or something like, would give them a score. And then the one with like the best score out of that from the whole competition would win. And it was pretty cool. There was like some bridges were super resistant, like not gonna lie, that like they would just be able to hold up like a whole bucket of sand and they would not break. And we would be like, whoa, like these kids kind of went crazy, huh? And like you could stand on that bridge too and it would not snap. That's how stable and structurally sound they were. And those were fun competitions. And they also had like a glider competition, you know, like make a paper glider that like goes the farthest distance while carrying like a payload also, or like an egg. Oh, it's the table. I probably have to wash the bottom part. Yeah. Wash the table. But it was really cool. Really cool stuff there that you can try doing. So what part is still missing on this? Oh, these little things here. I see. The little segments. They're hiding the dirt. There we go. Crystal ball. Oh, I thought it was the table, but it's actually the ball. The ball is dirty somewhere. I don't even see any dirt on it. Oh, you know what? I think I saw the dirt. It's right there at the base. I know, that's just the ball. You see, that thing should be clean. There we go. It had like nothing on it, and it was like, nah, not clean yet. Okay, let's try finding whatever this is. Entry corbel. Wash the corbel. There we go. The gum from the underside. Yeah. It's all this sticky, messy goop. The gross, icky stuff. Boom. Boom, boom. And we also had them kind of like as a final design project. We had them kind of like what is it that they made? We had them research like real life structures that have like really nice or like pretty impressive like architecture to them, and then we would make them build like a terrain model, or we would be like here, like wow, this thing is like very dirty at the top part. We'd have them like research the building and then make a scale replica of it, and then we would have them also separately research how to make like a topo map, right? Like a 3D topographical map. They would make that, and then they would have to place their scale replica on that topo map in such a way that it would like make sense, right? And yeah, it was like combining different aspects of stuff. It was pretty cool. I think the kids really like all those things. Real life structures like the Tacoma Narrows that collapsed less than a year after the bridge was built. Nah, it's like actual like structural feats, right? So they could do like bridges. Oh wait, no, I think it was supposed to be buildings. They were limited to buildings for this one. So you know, they can do like the Burj Khalifa or like the Empire State Building, or there's like that one art museum, right? I think in Mexico. Like that kind of building. They're pretty cool. Was that one museum in France? I think someone built also a scale replica of that one. It was pretty cool stuff. And I think there was even one group that did like a whole oh wait, no, I think that was a 3D puzzle. Never mind. I was gonna say I think one of them did like a basilica, but no, that was a 3D puzzle. That didn't go that crazy. The Louvre? Yeah, they did the Louvre. So they would like get like since it's made out of like glass, right? They would actually make it out of like the transparencies from you know, the ones that they would like the transparent sheets they would use for like overhead projectors way back in the day. They would use like that material, just like thin plastic, and they would use that to make the model. So it was pretty cool. It was like really cool stuff that they were coming up with. So what even is this? A roof. They climb all the way up. The roof. There it is. The roof. Roof. Boom. Decorative trim on the roof. Now we gotta find that. Oh, wait. Is it gonna be like one of these lower ones? Oh, I think it might be. No, these are skylights. Where would the decorative trim be? To this? No, it's not. It is not. It is not that. Oh, it's this. It's that little trimming right there. I think I had to wash it from the top, probably. Yeah. I had to wash it from there. And there's still 2 more, it says. So I probably have to do one over here. There we go. And 1 more. So there's probably one on like side here. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Clean. Let's go. There's still so many parts. That's the crazy thing about some of these smaller maps. Like they have very, very detailed, picky parts that you have to wash. This one's also a roof trim, so I think it's one of these edge ones. Oh, here we go. This is the one. Right there, the trim. Oh, no, that's a roof underside. That's different. Then which one is the roof trim? It's the gold. Okay, it's the little gold piece. The piece. Boom. Boom. There we go. Clean. Now we just need a seat. Oh, okay. I'd call this a bench, but I guess seat works. All right, we're almost done. We need 3 things. We need staircase. All right, that one's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like we're almost done with the staircase though. Didn't need all that much more. There we go. And we just need wall trims. Ah, these. Okay. I feel like these are already pretty clean. I don't know what's missing on them. Probably like this lower portion. something that we can't easily access. Wow, I feel like that is already clean enough. What is it talking about? What even is left to clean on it? I don't see any orange. Oh, there it is. There is orange. Wait a second. How did it change to the 0-degree nozzle? I guess there's a hotkey for that somewhere. Also, these wheels. No, they're not. Okay. I was like, are the wheels still dirty? But no, that wheel is dirty. Okay. Wait, then the other wheel is probably still dirty too. There we go. One more wheel and then we're done. Wheel ducko. Yeet. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got the wheel. We got the wheel washed. Nice. Well, that's one map. That probably took me longer than it should have because I was yapping a lot. I think it's hard for me to tell stories and try doing like very detail focused work at the same time. Yeah, can't yap and drive, you know. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just check something here real quick. All right, then we're good. All right, time for the next map. Time for the statue. Look at that clean ancient statue. Archaeological work. I've never actually been to I think like an archaeological excavation site for anything historic. Like I've only ever been to maybe like a fort or something, right? Look at that big statue. But yeah, I think I've only ever really been to like forts, bastions and stuff, like government building. Never anything like too crazy. Also, I'm just remembering, I think this map was kind of annoying because like it had to be washed. Like I can wash it like this, but then it's got like these little crevices that hold so much more dirt than you would think. Also, what's with those bird sounds? In the middle of a desert. Also, look at the statue. He's ripped. He's got like the called. How many abs does he have? He's got a 4-pack. Or 5, 6. He's got a 7-pack. That's when you know you're cooked. If he has an odd number of packs. Probably steer clear. If his body doesn't know how to count, do you think he's gonna care about holding back? Bow, bow. Gotta get it all nice and clean. Yeah. I'm hoping when we do finish this game, we can also at some point do like the second PowerWash Simulator game. Because that would also be pretty cool to see what they added. See what's new, right? Maybe they have new maps, new lore. I would assume they're going to continue the lore. Also, this guy's got fins. Fins, mayhaps we can relate. Relate to the fins. Wonder what kind of bird that even is. Because like usually when I hear birds in like desert environments, I would imagine it's something like maybe like an eagle or a falcon or a hawk. You know, it's usually like birds of prey, vultures mayhaps. Or I guess like there are technically the ones that are more like ground based, like roadrunners. Those guys live in deserts. Y'all ever seen a roadrunner like IRL? Because I have. But it was like when I was relatively younger, right? A Roadrunner. It was way smaller than what I thought it would be. Saw one a long time ago. Yeah. What was your first impression of it? Was it the color you thought it would be? Was it the size you thought? Did it move as fast? Did it meet your expectations? Yeah. Because I remember when I saw one, it was like... it did not look like anything like I expected. Yeah. When I first heard like, oh, the desert, it's got Roadrunners, I was like, Roadrunners? You mean like the one in Looney Tunes? Big blue birds that look like ostrich that run really fast. I was like so excited. And so obviously when like the day came when I ran into one, someone, what is it? I think it was my aunt. My aunt was like, look, Roadrunner. And I'm like, where? Looking at like head height, trying to find Big Bird. And they're like, it's right there. Can't you see it? It's running super fast. It's running circles around us. And I'm like, where even is it? Like, is it that fast that I can't like see this big giant bird? And I was getting a little excited. And then she's like, there. And then she points at the ground. And I'm like, what? What's down there? Like, I thought she was like showing me like its foot or something. Or like the footprint mark. No, it's a small little tiny thin janky bird just there. And I'm like, what even in the world is this? Like, I want Roadrunner. We have Roadrunner at home. The Roadrunner at home. Yeah, needless to say, I was disappointed. My day was not ruined because like I had some like pretty nice candy that day, but like it was not what I expected. Very anticlimactic. Yeah. But oh well. I mean, Roadrunners are still kind of cool, I guess. Is this a... Oh yeah, arm slab. Different part of the arm slab. Don't you know arms have slabs? Like, do you make sure you work out your arm slabs daily? If not, then why even are you not working out your arm slab? It's the most important muscle group of the arm. Arm slabs connected to the other arm slab. The other arm slabs connected to the bicep slab. Everyone knows the slabs are stored in the arms. Yeah. Like, and if anyone ever asks, like, where do you keep your slabs? Be like, here, can't you see them? In my arms. This is my slabius maximus. Because, you know, every muscle that's named Maximus is probably big. And if it's not, then maybe you should get it checked. Not just kidding. Bloom, bloom. It's got so many parts. Not as small or like annoying as, say, like the little wagon thing we just washed, but definitely got a lot of like individual, kind of hard to reach locations. Yeah, you can see all that dirt in there. Shoulder slab, that's another slab. Another arm slab. Webbing. Remember the first time I found out that humans have webbing? I was like, none? How? Why? That was kind of cool. I was like, wow, does that mean we're like reptiles? Swim underwater with webbing? Bow, 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 bow. I remember a long time ago I read like there was like this theory that like humans were designed to actually live underwater and stuff, or like they were originally like aquatic, like primarily based. And then their argument was like because they have like webbings that are probably vestigial of like actual webbed hands, and how like they have how their like lung capacity can actually increase if they live around water long enough. Or what was the other one? Oh, how like your fingers get all pruny whenever you're in water for too long, because that way they actually have increased grip. And the other one was oh, that like babies, apparently when they're born they already know how to swim, right, by instinct. Yeah, it was like weird stuff like that. And I was like, interesting. Didn't know this about humans. Sharks, on the other hand, I know, right? We of course are of the water, but humans would have never known. Gotta watch all these fins, the back fins. Can you imagine a human with back fins? Crazy. Oh. I just realized you're probably supposed to be using the scaffolding to clean this, and I'm just over here parkouring on this guy's neck. I'm like, hey guy, how's your day been? Can I clean that for you? Gotta wash away all that sun damage. Got burnt skin, really bad sunburn, you know. This is, that's why it's red. It's not because it's red dirt or anything. Nah, it's just it's a really bad sunburn. Boom. We're doing pretty good on cleaning this, I think. Getting like a good amount of it cleaned and polished and spit shined. But it is a new year. New year, new goals, hopefully. Anyone have any cool, what are they called? Resolutions that they're planning on doing this year? Or maybe that they've already failed? Like, I'm going to abstain from chocolate. Eat chocolate first day. And hey, maybe if you didn't meet the goal, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, you know? Like, do you really need to cut out a certain food type from your life? Would that make you happy? If the answer is no, then unless you have a medical reason, right? Then maybe there's other ways to do your goal. Because, you know, life is meant to be enjoyed. Get clean behind the ears. Literally. Gotta wash the helmet too. Doth helmet. I feel like there's dirt around there still, but can't see it. I can't see the dirt. Oh, the necklace has some dirt still though. Like this. Hugging along. Also, this little portion here, it ain't clean. Oh. Well, I cleaned it while falling. Let's go. It's like a drop shot clean. Drop clean shot. Yeah. Alright, let's add a short extension to it so I can actually get better on these. There we go. I feel like maybe that's why some of these were not getting clean completely, because I'm actually like at a range. I actually didn't realize I didn't have the short extension on. I thought something was a little off, and that's probably what. That's what it was. I feel like this necklace is probably mostly just, you gotta clean it from like the underside, and then it should be fine. Wow, are these all like not clean? What? Lower torso slab. Yeah, it's like make sure to do crunches. That way you can work out your lower torso slab. Maybe they call it slabs, right? Because when you get toned, you know how they say you're chiseled and stuff? Maybe that's why. Chiseled stone slabs. Those are muscles. Should have known. And this one still needs a bit here. I'm like super picky about stuff that they still want clean. Still so much dirt. Like I can't even reach that guy. Maybe we do need the scaffold. Boom. Now, is this a good enough distance, you think? I think it's a little too far. It worked for some of these, though. I guess that's a win. Right? We take those. If it's a win, then it's a win. I gotta clean all the face slabs. Cheek guard slab. Chin slab. Oh, helmet gene. Okay. Didn't know there were helmet gems. Interesting. What else do we need to clean? What else must we clean on this parkour? Yeah, we made the jump. Let's go. Alright, let's take advantage of this convenient location spot. Clean some of the things we missed. Also, I could have sworn I saw some orange there, but no, I guess not. How is the necklace not washed? Is it all one piece? The one piece! It's real! Overused joke, but it'll never get old. Come on. What's missing? I feel like I've washed the thing well enough. The one slab is real! You just have to go look for it. But it exists. Kick the bucket. There we go. Bam. Wonder why the term kick the bucket came around for like things someone passed away. They just kicked the bucket. Like, whose bucket was it? And why was it kicked? Maybe it's like, oh, someone really important back then had a bucket and someone kicked it. And they were like, you know what? Execution. Which is, first of all, rude, right? And second of all, what even was in the bucket? There we go. Gotta clean this Triton forehead. 5 head even. Let's go. Helmet decoration, that's what it's called. Still a bit of dirt there. Still a bit dirty. Gotta clean behind the ears too. Literally. Oh, there we go. We cleaned the necklace. Wait, I'm actually curious. Does the necklace have 2 parts to it, do you think? Maybe it does. Nope. It's all one. It is one piece. Should have known. Should have known it was one piece. It's always one piece. Ba-da-da-da-da. Bow, 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 bow. I feel like it's pretty dirty over there. Yeah. We have to get the super extension. We can try washing some of that. Where else? Like here? And then nose. The nose is dirty. Oh, this area too. Wow. Didn't know that. You see, it's like so specific, and it's like really hard to reach angled places. There we go. We washed that face. We washed it good. I might need to climb this thing up again. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. What else doth we require? Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Like that little portion there. Like that face slab is almost clean. It's just like, I don't know exactly what else it still needs cleaning. See? It's like almost nothing. Same over here, I think. The cheek guard slab. Probably gonna have to go up there and then like try cleaning it manually or something. Right, time for more parkour. Parkour. And yeah, we did it. Watch that pickaxe. Boom. Okay, so maybe we can clean it from back here. There we go. Let me get some of this stuff cleaned too. There we go. Nice and clean behind the ear. Don't forget the scrubbo dub behind the ear. And like inside the ear too. There we go. Ooh, we're almost done. Exciting. All right, what do we need? We need arm slabs, face slab, and fin spine. So let's actually highlight it so we even know which one it is. So arm slab. Which arm slabs? Oh, they're on this side. Okay. So there's a bit there. It's actually slightly too far away. There we go. That's one. Now where's the other? I think I know which one it's going to be. It's going to be this bottom one, isn't it? Sure is. There we go. Arm slab. Now we got face slab. But which face slab? Oh, that one? The one that's like hidden away? Might be a bit rough to reach. I think we're gonna have to parkour on him. Maybe this fin spine that we can clean from down here. There we go. That's the last fin spine. Parkour up the rock. Yeah, whenever I hear parkour, I just remember that one episode of what is it, The Office, where they're like parkour, and then they just like jump over a table or chair or something. Parkour. Oh, thought I saw something down there. It's just light. I was like, is that a cat? But it's not. It was not the cat. Which face slab is it though? It's that one? There's like literally nothing there. I have to be like very careful around here. All right, face slab. What even are you missing? You can tell me you're just gonna keep glowing. There we go. Whoa! He lasered my scaffold. How rude. He just lasered my scaffold. It's pointing towards a volcano, I guess. It's like that way to the volcano. Ooh. Nice. We did it. We cleaned another map. That's two maps. Dang. Now the question is, are we going to be able to clean 3 maps? I feel like we can, to be honest. It'll probably take a bit longer because I feel like the next one, the hand, is very, very detailed also. Like you have to go inside it and get it from like so many weird angles and everything. It's crazy. All looks pretty fishy-wishy. Wait, no, I don't want to restart it. No, we're not restarting that. We are moving on to the hand. Look at that. That's one big hand. It's got webs too. Webbing. More webbing than normal. Look at that webbed hand. What's it doing pointing at? It's like that way. Out towards whatever's over there. It's like that is where you must go next. Interesting. Then the volcano's like all the way back there. Wait, what even is that? There's like something all the way out there. Do you see it? Wait, I want to know what that is. Y'all see that? There's like something like right there. There's something. But I don't know exactly what. Oh well. Little RB. Can we even open these? No, we can't. Oh well. We tried, right? All right, let's start cleaning, shall we? I feel like honestly we could probably call it after we manage to clean this hand. It'll take us a good while, I think, but I think it'd be a good checkpoint. You believe? Thank you. Yeah, you gotta believe. Believe in the you that believes in yourself. Because even if no one else does, as long as there's one believer, then you can live. Or something like that, right? Unless it's like what is it, like fairy logic, where it's like, oh, if you stop believing in a fairy, they die, or something like that. Like every time someone stops believing in a fairy, they die. I think maybe it's like, or maybe it matches with like, what was the legend, like whenever there's like laughter, or like the first laugh of a baby, that's when a fairy is born. Something like that, that's what I remember. But then I think it's also like, you know, the fairy's life gets tied to that one baby, so that when that kid stops believing in fairies, then the fairy dies. Kind of unfortunate. It's like a kami bond in Dragon Ball. You know how it's like you have the kami, it's bonded to like a destroyer in Super anyways. Which begs the question, if the fairy dies first, what happens to the human? Do they just lose their faith? Interesting theory. And we're already at 37% on this hand, but I feel like it's gonna slowly turn into a crawl when we have to start cleaning this interior nightmare. Because look at this, we're gonna have to clean these fingers from like all the angles. It's gonna be awful. Plus these fingers are jointed, so they have like these crevices in the middle too. You have to clean out because, as you can see, they very much keep dirt. Very well hidden. Boom, boom. Ba-dum. I got this. Slowly but surely, right? Slowly but surely, but my name ain't Shirley. This reminds me of what was it? Was it like Superman? Where Perry White, you know, the owner of, or like the manager, I don't even know what it is. The chief editor of the Daily Planet newspaper. Like, oh, you get me the news on this thing, right? And get me my coffee with sugar added in it. And don't call me Sugar. And I'm like, okay. I don't know who's calling him Sugar, but yeah, okay. Not me. We clean something. Means we're doing something right. Yeah, see, after a while, like, it gets hard to squeeze in here and do anything. It's a pain. It's a nightmare. Yeah, so we should probably start by, like, cleaning the outside of the hand first. And then, like, the rest of this nightmare can come after. Because, yeah, no, this is gonna be crazy. So we'll come back inside after we clean the exterior. Yeah, because you can see the hand is still very much dirty. Dirty red. It's all that red sand from the desert. It just means it's probably high in clay concentration, right? Got higher amounts of clay. Maybe we would make better progress with a better long range extension, right? That way we could just burn the sand away. It melts away. But yeah, like, realistically, this would be making such a huge mess on the ground. Like, all this would turn into mud. Imagine, like, this whole area turning into mud, and then you're walking around and, like, your shoes are getting stuck in it and you're, like, slipping and sliding, and that'd be a nightmare. Be a nightmare of cosmic proportions. Hand been clean. Arm clean. It's funny how it's an arm and not arm slab. Like, why are these not slabs, right? What makes it so different? Looks like a slab to me. Maybe it's like the actual arm. It's not a statue, it's just petrified. It's an actual petrified arm. Ba-dum. Ba-dum, boom. Getting some good progress here, though. Good cleaning, good cleaning. Gotta keep on cleaning. Keep on keeping on. Let's change to this. What is the short one? I feel like with the long one, when you're at this close of a distance, it doesn't really help all that much. We can jump. We can jump and then move it quick. Oh, look, we got the thumb down there. Let's go. Gotta clean the finger. The finger. Gotta make sure all the surfaces are polished and up to code, depending on the cleanliness ratio of the handbook. Don't forget to follow the handbook on proper hand washing etiquette. Holding hands, we don't do that here. We wash hands. Different. Yeah, holding hands is lewd. We all know that. Washing hands on the other side, very say so. It's like the art of purifying the hand. Bottom. Yeah. I think yesterday I was trying to see if maybe there was going to be a new episode of what was it? One Punch Man? Funny because like I'm seeing a hand and it's like, oh, one punch. One punch. But I don't think there was a new episode yesterday, so I don't know if like they're in like a mid-season break or if that's actually it for this season and they're like the next season won't come out until who knows when. Can be unfortunate, but I guess that's how it is sometimes. Oh, but there is an anime that I watched like super long ago, right? And I've been watching like everything. Every now and then they release like a new episode. But I think they have a new season that's out. It's got like 2 episodes so far. It came out on then they came out, was it New Year's Eve? But it's Love is War. That one's actually back. And I'm so excited because like I really like the characters and the story for that one. It's one of my feel-good go-to animes. And I can't believe it's actually another season. A new season. It's like flashbacks while they're adults already or something. It's really nice. And I feel like sometimes shows need that, where like they need like a good final send-off, right? Like you can't just leave it like on a cliffhanger. Like sometimes you got like arcs, right? Like story parts that are kind of like left like not tied. The threads are still very much there. You gotta burn the threads. Or like either cut them, tie them, or burn them, but like don't leave them hanging. So it's really nice. And like sometimes it's also nice just seeing like what happens after, because you know sometimes you finish an anime and you're like kind of left craving more, and you're like, man, like I kind of want to see where this goes, right? Like it's just that's the idea, or what is it? That's the thought logic train, right? That always comes after you finish like a really good show. You're like, man, I wish there was more. Like I know technically it's like a good ending, but like I wish I could watch more, right? Like I could actually follow the story. Yeah, getting left with the empty feeling, exactly. Like that's the feeling I had when I finished watching what was it? I think it recently finished too. Data Live, I think. Or I don't know if it, no, yeah, I think it did finish like officially. But like I was watching it and then it ended and I was like, man, like that's it. Like GG, it is completely over. And like it stinks because like you get very attached to like the characters and you're like, man, like I'm never gonna like sure, I know like in theory they end up having like a life and stuff, but like I want to see it. I want to see what happens. And you're just kind of left there hanging, forgotten, abandoned. If I am not a consumer of story, then what even am I? This thing is still very much dirty. I'm guessing it's part of like this other side or whatever. Oh yeah. All right, I think we cleaned most of the outside. Oh, fin spine. This one's still a little dirty somewhere. Where's it dirty? Oh, literally the top part. I missed it completely. All right, we're almost done. Oh, this one's also a little dirty down here, I guess. There we go. Digital finger phalanx. Like that's intermediate finger phalanx. That's some real detailed terminology there. Like I'm not a hands expert, but I'm guessing those are the correct terms. Never studied hands. As a matter of fact, I'm bad at drawing hands. I'm awful, completely terrible at drawing hands. Wow, we're already final stretch. Wow, This hand went by way quicker than I thought it would. I'll be honest. I thought it would take longer. Draw fins instead of hands. Nah, I draw, what is it? Like, I'm drawing basically the equivalent of like a winter mitten. Like an oven mitten for people's hands. I'm like, sorry, I'm not good at drawing hands. That's as good as it gets. That's all you're getting. We did it! Let's go! We actually finished the hand. I had my doubts about this one. I thought this one was gonna take forever, not gonna lie. I was like ready for like an hour on this hand. Like ready to just down an hour. Wow. We got it. Let's go. We washed a hand. Now what? Doesn't even do anything? It's not even doing anything. I thought it would like launch another laser or something. Gotta hand it to you. That was hand up, the best hand cleaning I've ever seen. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. You know, I really appreciate you giving me a hand, right? It's very handy to have this handy dandy power washer, right? Hands down the best tool to use. Nice. We got the punny. So what, does it like actually light up or something? Or is that it? It's just a finger. I feel like this glowed, but maybe I'm just remembering like ET or something. It's like ET Go Home. Yeah. Sacred geometry. The 6 fingers. Wait, it's got 6 fingers? What? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the thumb. It's got 6 fingers. So much to get our teeth stuck into. Would have been at the time. You're a star. Let's go. We're a star confirmed. Let's go. Nice. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. That means the only one we have left then would be the pyramid. The giant pyramid, which is going to take forever to finish, probably. Somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Okay. Mauka Aitu Desert. Okay. I think we did good. Well, I guess that's the game for today. I would say like maybe I jump into this one, but then I wouldn't have anything to stream on Wednesday, you know? And I kind of want to stream it on Wednesday. But I guess this is good. This actually gives me a good amount of time to, you know, to like prepare, kind of wind down, sleep early actually for work tomorrow. Yeah, because I did not sleep too well last night, I'll be honest. Kind of had trouble sleeping. It'd be like that sometimes, you know. But I am glad we were able to get the 3 maps done. I was low-key a little worried. I didn't remember how many we had finished or left. And I was like, man, today might be rough. Today might be rough trying to get all those maps done. Hold on, let me go over to the chatting screen now that I actually can, right? Boom. And skadoosh. There we go. We are here. We're back in the chatting screen. Try getting a little. There we go. Well, we cleaned 3 maps. Dang. We're getting better. Actually, maybe this is maybe that's what's happening. We're just getting better at washing. We're becoming a, what is it, like a PowerWash Pro? And yeah. We're just getting more and more efficiency, speed, never before seen. To the likes of man. Yeah. It was pretty fun though. Pretty relaxing. Gotta tell some neat stories. And then tomorrow we're gonna be picking up what is it? Batman Arkham Asylum. I actually don't remember exactly how far we were into the game. I feel like we're probably like 30% of the way done. At least according to the game completion, right? I don't know if that reaches 100 when you beat the game, or if it's like, oh, you've found 30% of all the items that you're supposed to find in the game. Which, if that's the case, then like, dang. But then I have no idea how far along we are, you know, story-wise. Yeah, because those games can get like pretty long sometimes. It can be very, very long indeed. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Do-da-dum. I really like this background music. It's very cozy. I know when I got commissioned, actually, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but I did give like I think like a bit of a point of reference. I was like, you know, this is my character. This is what I'm going for. You know, this is who I am, and I'm really, really happy with what we got received. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there. I do want to see if maybe we can raid out. We can raid into maybe someone playing PowerWash Simulator. I actually don't know if many people play it nowadays. Very chill. Thank you. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see if someone's streaming so that we can maybe try sharing the love, you know. support everywhere we can. Let's see here. If I go here, person looks like they're barely starting the game. It looks like the first map. Okay, so let me see if I can get this right. Copy paste username. Thanks for the stream. Hope you can get some sleep. Thank you. Yeah, hope y'all have a really great day. Also, I know it's Monday. I know Monday blues are a thing. You know, you're like, oh, it's the start of a week. Classes are starting back up soon for lots of people. You know, if you have work, that also means that the driving commute might be a bit rougher. That's just how it is sometimes. You know, it's a little bit oof. But yeah, it's all right. I hope y'all also have a great rest of the day. You know, get some good food, stay hydrated, stay healthy. You know, watch some anime, or just catch up on anything you need. You know, maybe pick up a hobby. It's a new year. You know, learn new things, do new stuff, more experiences, more good, more happy, right? But I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. And we're gonna go ahead and raid out. And yeah, just share the support. I need to remember to make like a raid stream message or something. Maybe I'll do that when I have a bit more time. And I'm also running a bit behind on like uploading my videos over to YouTube, like the streams. Just because like I need to make all the thumbnails, and I need some of them I actually need to correct a bit of audio on them. Just because like for the karaoke one, right, it was a little off sync. Like I'm gonna have to upload it, like whatever. But like my debut video, that one I still need to edit because I think like I didn't actually save a version that had the song on it, so I need to like overlay the audio and do some editing and that kind of thing, right? But it's okay. It's all good. But let's go ahead and raid out. And I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully for more Batman. And then we're gonna be doing more Power Wash after that. And then on Saturday, if everything goes well, we do more Raft. But okay. See ya. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Garo out.